Hello, hello, everybody. See if anybody pops in. My last live was a success. I was so happy, so I thought I would try again because, like usual, I am bored, dealing with a lot of pain. So here I am. Remy says hi. Hi, Remy. I see you. I see you. Ooh, ooh, ooh. As much as I want my coffee today, because I cheated the other day and I had coffee, as much as I want coffee today, I am skipping it because coffee can affect the nerve pain, and I've got plenty of it already. So, hey, Zach, good to see you. Surrounded by, hi, Rem, surrounded by animals. I have a guest in here. The cat is right here. The dog is right here. The bird is back there. I think I have plenty more animals than I did before, um, Zach. I've accumulated a lot, but I love it. Yes, you did. How's everybody else doing? I haven't seen anybody. Nobody from before. I mean, maybe they still don't want to be around me, but hi. Turned off the ceiling fan just in case I decide to let Remy out. I'm just afraid that he'll want to come over here, and it kind of hurts right now when he lands on me. So we'll see. We'll see if I let him out. Last stream, he spent a lot of time sitting over on me, but I was also wearing a hoodie to protect my skin. Really? Does everybody just kind of fell away? Hmm. Ouch, 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 ouch. Dealing with nerve pain, and right now it's like from here, 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 all the way down into my hand is my nerve pain right now. Don't like it at all. So I'm skipping the coffee because that's not going to help. I miss my coffee. Let's see if anybody else comes in. Bella, you want to come say hi? I do still have some of the animals that I had from back then. Um, Not all of them, for one reason or another. Huh. Well, that's too bad. That's too bad. Um, I still have Blue. We used to do the camera on the fish tank, and is Blue, my convict cichlid, ever going to come out? We do still have Blue. We still have Jack. Um, and then some of the African cichlids that we had back then, we still have. Um, I don't have Hera anymore. I ended up rehoming her, which was very sad to me, like very, very sad to me. But she was taking up a lot of space in the living room, and it was driving my husband crazy. Um, I had also rescued a different bunny, and he's free roaming up in my animal room, but I couldn't free roam Hera in there with him because they don't get along. So I had to make a decision, and Jax bonded with me, and Hera, although knew who I was and all of that, she really wasn't a big snuggler. So I think she was going to be okay with someone else. Um, um, I've had some hamsters that have, they only have a 2 to 3 year lifespan, so they've been and gone. Let's see. I have Remy now. Who else did I have back then that I have? I still have some of my rats. I still have Lexi. Lexi is elderly now, but she's doing wonderfully. I do still have some other of the rats as well. But I think I accumulated other rats shortly after everything happened, and I do still have some of them. Others I rehomed because I ended up getting so many. We had so many rats between my son and I that it just made more sense to. I made sure when I rehomed more than one so they weren't alone. Right now, I still have seven. I still have seven rats. Ian has moved out, my baby. He took his rats with him. Well, I'm glad you're back, Zach. I'm glad you're back. I kind of fell away for a while myself, just been really, really busy, um, um, working and um, like stress at home and stuff like that. So I kind of fell away from doing much with YouTube. And, way back, I was so close to getting 900 subscribers, and I was over my $4,000, my 4,000 watch hours. Now I'm like next to nothing because I lost a lot of subscribers. I lost a lot of hours. But at that point, I really didn't care. And now that I've been home more because of this shingles, um, I've just been spending more time on here, and I don't know if I'll have to try and find a happy balance once I'm back to work. I'm hoping that I'm going to get back to work on Monday, but I'll have to try and find a happy balance in there somewhere. Had a couple more fish. Yeah, I have a lot of new animals. I've got reptiles now. I've got 5 snakes. I've got a bearded dragon. I've got a leopard gecko. So those are my reptiles. I have a tarantula. I have um, hissing cockroaches. I have hermit crabs, and I think I had the hermit crabs back then too. Maybe I didn't. Um, and I've got a chinchilla, and I've got 2 guinea pigs, and I've got the rats. Um, and then I've got my 2 dogs still and my 2 cats. Oreo had passed away, which was devastating. We had the 2 cats. And Oreo passed away unexpectedly. She was only 5. Um, and a year ago we got Sage. So we do have 2 cats again. Sage is, I think, in the hallway right now. But yeah, so I'm kept very busy at home with all the animals. Of course, Remy back there, he's a Quaker parrot. Back there talking or squawking. He does talk, but squawking. What are you doing? The fish are out to sea. They've passed. I still have my goldfish. Remember Dorito and Cheeto? I still have them. They're still going. Um, I also had added a Frito, but he passed away after a year. But I still have Dorito and Cheeto doing well. Dorito's getting big. Um, I have a new beta. My female betas all passed away, but I had them for probably 3 years, so it was getting to be time for them, I guess. Yeah. Um, I had a hairless hamster for a while, loved him, loved him. I actually bred him. My work had said that they would buy hairless hamsters from me if I bred them. And I got a haired hamster and him. I bred them. They had babies, and then the babies having the hairless gene, I had gotten another hairless hamster and I was going to breed them. But my second hairless passed away. They have a much shorter lifespan too, so that's sad. I had the original hairless for a little over a year, which a year to 2 years is their lifespan. Um, and then I rehomed a lot of the babies, and the baby girls that I did keep didn't make it, which was sad to me. So no hairless hamsters, but maybe another day. Maybe another day, maybe another time. So it became a lot of work between my actual job, spending time with family, taking care of any other animals. It just became a lot of work. So I'm happy for the break on the breeding part, but I still have my hands full with the rats and the chinchilla and the guinea pigs, and the reptiles are the easiest because the snakes only eat once a week. Um, the I barely have to look at the cockroaches or the tarantula, mist them down and make sure that there's, something in there for them to eat and drink. They're simple. I think I haven't actually put food in the tarantula thing for weeks because, he eats when he's hungry, and if there's a cricket in there, like I've put crickets in there and 3 weeks later there's still a cricket in there. So I'm like, I don't have to I don't have to really look at him much. Yes, this is Shadow. I don't know if you remember Shadow. She's been around. Come here. Come here. That's Shadow. Yeah. Are you mad? Did I grab you? Oh. But yeah. And then I could show you my biggest snake. I have 3 ball pythons. They're all babies or all very young. This one here that I have with me is my biggest, and I have 2 corn snakes that are babies. This is Kina. She's my biggest. My biggest girl. And all of my reptiles are females. I don't know how I lucked out in that way. And I got all females. My bearded dragon, I don't know what sex he is yet. He's too young. Say hi, Kina. I just weighed her and she weighs 460 grams, which is great because she had gone on a little bit of a hunger strike at one point and lost some weight. And the last time I weighed her, she was 307. Now she's 460. So that's awesome. She was a rescue. She couldn't see when I got her. She's still got some scarring on her back from her previous home where they didn't keep her properly and she had some injuries. Yeah, she's still very small because she is young. Hi. My other ball pythons are smaller than her, so I got her second as a rescue. Um, my first one is Lucille Ball. And then my third one is Michael. She's got more of an orange tinge to her. It was suspected that she might be an orange dream instead of a normal. Um, but there's been discrepancy on that. So I don't know whether she's an orange dream or normal. I really don't care. She's sweet. She's pretty. Um, hey Crystal, how are you? And then my corn snakes, I have an albino diffused. She just shed the other day. I want to measure the shed because I want to see how long she is. Um, she had gone missing for 5 months. She had escaped and gone missing, and I thought she was gone forever, dead. And she turned up again about a month and a half ago. She's shed for the second time since we found her. Um, she's still small because she didn't eat while she was missing, but she's definitely grown since I got her back. And then I got a new baby last week that's tiny. But hey, say hello. I thought I'd get Kina out today. I don't know if I want to put her around my neck or not because I've got my nerve pain going on. So, I mean, I could probably try it. If anything, she's cool to the touch, so it might actually feel good. Let me see. You want to go around my neck? Go right here? Oh, or under my arm? Well, that actually feels good. She feels good. Yeah, I really didn't think, oh, she's gonna fall off now because she's going the opposite way. I didn't know I was gonna find her. I thought 5 months for a baby corn snake, she's gonna die. I'm like, and we're not gonna find her because she's small enough to go into the walls and, whatever. And so I used her tank for something else. I just, moved on. And then 5 months later, she turned up on the opposite side of the house. Um, clearly had not eaten, but found water somehow because dehydration would have been the biggest thing that would kill her. So, she managed to stay hydrated, which, my husband had gone down into the basement. Like her tank was in here. And my husband had gone down to the basement one day, and all of a sudden he started yelling for me, and I'm like, "What? You're scaring me." And he was like, "Come down here." So I go down there, and he's pointing at the, and lo and behold, there she is. And I'm like, "Are you kidding?" So that was a very interesting moment. And I was like, I need to go to the store because I didn't have a place to put her. It's like, I don't have a place to put her. I don't have a heat mat. She needs to eat. So I hightailed it off to work, got her a pinky, got a heat mat, uh, came home, got her all set up. And I'm like, oh my goodness. You're busy. You're a busy girl. I don't know. I would imagine if she had left the house, she would have probably got picked off by a predator. She probably just found we did have a leak in the basement, so she very possibly just drank water from that. The leak has now since been fixed, so I guess small blessings that we had a leak in the basement. Although we also have a toilet in the basement that the lid is never down, so she could have drank out of the toilet. But I don't know. Plus, their main thing is that they want to find a warm place to hide. Um, So that was going to be her main concern was finding a place to. She escaped once, but I found her within 20 minutes, about 2 feet from her tank. So, yeah, you did. You got out and you scared me. But this size is a lot easier to find. So, yeah, she just wants to look around and explore. She actually feels good on my skin. She's got that cool, smooth. She actually feels pretty good. There's Remy back there, who's been angry that I haven't really been letting him out. But tomorrow is feeding day again. Yes, it is. Yeah, she has never turned down food. So anytime that I give her a pinky, she eats it. Um, so that was nothing different. I put it in there, she ate it. Every time, like my ball pythons have refused meals. Corn snake never has. Never has. They're not as picky about their feeding. Nope, not like you. Not like you, picky girl. What's everybody up to today? We had a rainy day yesterday, which was fine with me because I stayed in and was in a lot of pain. Um, Still painful today. It's gray outside, but it's not raining, so what are you doing? My pretty girl. Um, Trying to think what else we can talk about. But yeah, definitely now, since I've had shingles, I'm way behind on cleaning in the animal room. The cages desperately need to be cleaned. Um, so the cages desperately need to be cleaned, and the floor desperately needs to be swept. But with all the pain that I'd been in, it just wasn't happening. So currently, she is eating small to medium size rats, depending on how big they are. Last week she ate a small rat because the mediums were too big. The week before she had a medium rat because the smalls were too small. So it just depends. I usually want to make sure I want to take a look at the size before I get it. You basically go with the widest part of their girth on what they're going to eat. Um, so the widest part of their girth and the width of the food. So if a small rat is skinnier than this, I can size her up a little bit. If a medium rat measures width wise the same as her body ish, she can eat a medium rat. Um, when she gets bigger, she'll probably be eating larges. Yeah, my cat jumped. There we go. So yeah, she's just eating, and then my corn snakes are eating pinky mice. Even when they're full grown, they're not going to eat anything bigger than mice, full grown mice. So that'll be nice too, because feeding rats to snakes is sad for me. I mean, yeah, I've got three ball pythons that are going to have to do it, but I'd rather do the mice. I mean, I've I like mice too. I mean, I've had pet mice, so it's still hard for me, but gotta do what you gotta do. I was feeding frozen thawed um, until the last few weeks when they were going on their hunger strikes. So lately they've been eating live. I just drop them in and walk away. I mean, typically you don't want to walk away just in case the rat attacks your snake, but I don't want to be there. So far, that has not happened, but I don't want to be there when they get grabbed and they shriek. So I just I walk away and wait, and then I come back and check. But hopefully, I can switch back to frozen thawed again when they get out of their picky phase. Although around the colder months, they can get pickier. Um, and that might have been what that was. I was just worried because she was starting to lose weight. Um, That's why I switched, because I was like, no, we're not going to do this losing weight stuff. So, what are we doing? You got rid of your snake? I know you had one ages ago that had passed away. Was it a king snake or something? I can't remember. I just got flicked in the nose with her tongue. But yeah, she's a good girl. I have a coworker who knows somebody. I guess the guy is a customer at work, and he has anacondas. Like, seriously, anacondas. He's got three of them, and the biggest one right now is 7 feet and is like that big around. Like, let me see if I can. That big around. Oh my gosh. It's a gorgeous snake. I kid you not, a gorgeous snake. But I went over there because my coworker, he asked his coworker when he was on vacation, asked my coworker because he was going to be on vacation to go and take care of them, clean them out or whatever when needed, and feed when needed and everything. And my coworker doesn't want to go by himself. Coworker doesn't want to go by himself because just in case, I mean, because aside from the anacondas, he also has tree boas, and they are more bitey and food driven. So he didn't want to be there alone with these more aggressive snakes. Um, so I went one day, and oh my gosh, the anacondas are gorgeous. And one of them had shed. What are you doing? One of them had shed, and I had started making pendants with some of the snake skin. And I was like, I really want the snake skin. Who can say they have a pendant made out of anaconda snake skin? But then dude threw it away, and I was like, oh, I should have said something. Like, he doesn't save it. I save their skins. Um, but next time they shed, I'll be like, can I please have some of the skin? Um, but yeah, the anacondas were gorgeous. But, you gotta be a little bit more careful around them. She's like nuzzling into my arm. For some heat. It's funny, I had such a great turnout yesterday, and today it's like two of you. But that's okay. That's okay. It's all good. Oh, she startled herself. You got another one. Oh, gotcha. What kind did you get? What did you have? I'm out of the snake business. And my coworker has 14 or 15 snakes, ball pythons, corn snakes, and is actually starting to look into breeding. Hey, David. I'm doing all right. I've got a lot of nerve pain. The rash pain is getting better. The nerve pain, not so much. It's really painful right in here. I actually feel pain right up in here, all down like the shoulder, down my arm, right up into my fingers. It's been really, really uncomfortable. Um, I may have to talk to the doctor about a nerve pain med just because with everything else improving, that's gonna scar there, but with everything else improving, that's wonderful, except the pain is still there. Oh, you got a corn snake. Cool. Yeah, corn snakes are fun. They're very flighty. They're not as easy to hang on to, I find, when they're babies. Like, I could just sit here with my hand open with her, but you can't do that with baby corn snakes because they just like flip all over the place and want to get out and move around. Now my older corn snake has calmed down a little bit, but the new baby, gotta really have a good grip on her. Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask about a nerve pain shot, like or shot meds, like Lyrica or something. Lyrica is a nerve pain. She's going into my shirt. Lyrica is a nerve pain med, which I'll probably have to talk to her about. Otherwise, I'm still taking my antivirals and my steroid. Do you want to take over the stream? Do you want to take over the stream? Good grief. It was a rescue. Aw. Hey, Leanne. Yeah, she's messing around in my shirt now. Nice and warm down there, huh? Do you mind? Do you mind? How are you doing, Leanne? Oh, she's coming out the bottom of my shirt now. There we go. I can let her go. She's just, your snake babies ever go cattywampus over feather babies? No, typically, because their main diet in the wild would have been rodents anyway, mice, rats. So birds really aren't going to be their thing. Not to mention, well, he's probably size enough that she could eat him if she wanted to, but um, she's never close enough to look at him, and he'd probably bite her. And where are you going? I gotta remain decent here. Don't pull my shirt down. She's just like, off she goes. I've only got the tip of her tail hanging out here now. Oh, coffee. I missed my coffee. Misha! How are you? I've got Kina visiting today. Kina, hi. Say hi. She's kind of in my shirt, like the tip of her tail. Here, let's unhook. There we go. There we go. There she is. She's a nice big girl now. I miss my coffee. I'm skipping it today because of the nerve pain. It's getting warm in here again because the fan isn't on. I've turned it off for him just in case. I let him out, but she's such a pretty girl. You say hi. Look, you say hi. Yeah, that's the camera. That's the camera. She's very interested. She's like, what is that? Do you see the camera? Huh? Yeah. Oh, look. Yeah. Oh, you spooked her. You spooked her. How is everybody doing? I might try and put her. She's getting a little big for this pouch. You go in the pouch? Huh? You go in the pouch. She still fits. She's just a pouch full. Oh, still some pain. I'll just listen, not watch. Oh, you're gonna have to get used to it. Overcome your fears. Nothing to be afraid of. They're not aggressive. They're actually more scared of you. I'm warm. I'm turning the fan back on. Oh, yeah, turning the fan back on. I'm not wearing a hoodie, so you can't land on me. Not really afraid, just creepy. I thought the same thing too, but once I actually handled one, they feel really cool. They feel really cool. Like their skin, like their scales are so smooth, and you could feel their muscles when they're moving. Like it just, it's very cool. It's very cool. And when I put her, especially her because of her size, around my neck, even now with my nerve pain, the cool effect of her body on my neck, I'm like, that feels really good. I got a lot of nerve pain in here today, here and up here. Whew. I want my coffee though. Miss my coffee. But I cheated the other day and had coffee, and that's probably why my nerve pain is worse. Oh, Leanne, Misha thinks snakes are creepy. And some people do. I mean, some people think rats are creepy, and I could really creep you out. I've got hissing cockroaches in the pet room. I could go get a hissing cockroach out and hold it. I actually that was a fear of mine was the cockroaches. Because they were very creepy to me. Just looking at them gave me the heebie-jeebies. But now I've held them. They don't bite. Um like there's nothing to fear from them at all, and I hold them all the time. No, the blisters from my rash are just they're drying up. They've crusted over. This is gonna scar. The rash is fading. I don't have any new rashes. It's just nerve pain. In like all these other areas, it's just nerve pain. I have it here too. Um, but there's nothing new. No new developments for rash. You want to see a cockroach? Yeah. Let me see. I will be right back. Be right back. I just bring the whole tank into here because then I can reach in and out. All right, so that's the tank. I've got a lot of babies, so they're small. The parents of the babies I don't have anymore because they died, but I definitely still have babies. Let me see here. All right, take the lid off of here. What do we got? So we got here are three babies. They're getting big. There's three babies in here. They were born last summer, so they are probably about the size that. Here's my oldest one. When I got the oldest one, he was a baby or she was a baby. So that's her. See if I can get her to climb onto me. I'm not sure if I can. Come on out. I might get her hissing at me. Here we go. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. No, I just got her going the opposite direction. She doesn't want to come out. Let me see. I gotta give them new cardboard. I gotta clean this out too because there's molts in here. And can I have one of you babies? I don't have. It looks like I don't have as many babies as I had either. Um, Here's some smaller ones. They're on the food dish. Well, there's a smaller one right there. So it depends. Or a smaller one right there. It depends on how much they eat. Um, they're not, well, they like to hide for sure. They definitely like to hide. Here we go. Come on. They move around more too. So, well, every time I get them moving, they just go into a new crevice. I can't get them out. They've got these like little spikies on their legs too that if you grab them wrong, that can hurt. Um, but they'll anchor themselves down, so it's hard for me to, yeah, the hooks. Um, so it would be hard for me to like pick them off of there. I basically just have to convince them to move. But I gotta take this out. They love oranges, so they ate an orange off of this. Um, Come on, you wanna come out? Come out, come out. Oh, we're so close. Come on. Oh, so close. It avoided me. I don't know the sex of the babies yet because they're too young to tell. But the older one that I have is definitely um, a female now. I didn't know that at the time when I got her. Come on. You guys are stubborn little boogers. Stubborn little boogers. Maybe I could get one off of the food dish. Because there's no crevices. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Somebody. Somebody climb on me. See, you don't have to be afraid of them. They don't want to climb on you. They're avoiding me at all costs. Come on. There we go. I got one. There we go. I got one. So just a baby that not gonna know the sex of this one for a while, I think. Yeah, because you can usually tell by the horns on them. They're gonna have like humps on the front, and they're more rounded when they're female, and they got more of a point when they're male, and when they're this young, you can't tell yet. But this is about how big the one was that when I got it, and now she's all grown up and breeding age. But this is definitely one of the babies, and they do hiss. If you touch them when they don't want to be touched, they'll hiss. Well, I gotta go. I have a lot to do today and tomorrow. Have a good day. All right, Zach. It was good to see you again. Have a good day. It makes a cute ring. Yeah, you make a cockroach ring. I had definitely had a lot of babies when they were first born and they were like that big. There were like 30 of them. So they don't all make it, but they're definitely cool. They're very low maintenance. Um, I rarely do anything with them. Like their powdered roach food that's in here, I've never filled up more than once. It was filled up and that was it. And now I'll just add things in there for them like orange slices or nectar cups or whatever for treats. But for the most part, I never have to feed them. I just have to make sure they have water crystals, um, and cardboard to hide and mist them down a little bit. They like to drink water droplets off the side of the tank. Um, they can climb the side of the tank, which I have like, it doesn't make the tank very aesthetically pleasing, but there's Vaseline rubbed along the sides so that if it gets really busy, like colony explosion in there, they won't escape because they can't get through the Vaseline. So yeah, little boy or a girl here. Want to go back down? Well, now she doesn't. Now it doesn't want to get off. See, once they know you're not a threat, they don't care. I don't know what it was that, like, I always loved animals. When I was a kid, we only ever had one dog when I was growing up, but I played around with wildlife. I would catch frogs and toads and butterflies and caterpillars and um that kind of thing, and I would keep those. I even rescued a mouse from a cat. Um that kind of thing. And I guess, my parents just taught me to respect wildlife, respect animals, and I just took that to an extreme, I guess. But cockroaches are, I mean, don't get me wrong, if I see a wild cockroach in my house, I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna freak out. But Madagascar hissing cockroaches are never, I mean, they're native to a place, yes. But to be in the US, they're going to be pets. They're going to be in captivity. They're not wild in the US. They're from, like their name says, Madagascar. So you won't find them just roaming around. If you find a Madagascar hissing cockroach in your house, randomly, it's because it escaped from somebody as a pet. So, yeah, this is just a young one, just a juvenile. He or she was born last summer. They were completely black. They're completely black and look like little beetles when they're born. Are you going to get off of my fingernail? It took so long to get one on my hand. Now I can't get it off. Like I said, here's a few more. Oh, that's a husk. There's 3 more babies in here. And then my adult that was this size when I got her is right here. Once there's a male of breeding age, she can have babies. But I tried to get her out to show you, but she's hiding her head. She's shy. Have you missed anything? Like missed anything like what? This is the longest I've sat here and just held one of them though. Hey, Miss Canadian Scrapper, how are you doing? I'm just showing off one of my cockroaches. One of my juvenile baby cockroaches. I do have one of my snakes in here, my biggest one. Are you not going to get off of my finger? You're just going to chill now? I have a video. If you haven't seen it, it's on my Instagram. It's further down on my Instagram, and I know that I posted a video on YouTube about it at the time when I recorded it, but it is the mom of this little one here eating orange slice. And I zoomed right in. You can see her mouth going, like just chowing down on that orange slice. It is the cutest little thing. I never thought I'd ever say that about a cockroach, but I loved it. I loved catching that on camera. Just right up close, eating an orange slice. They love citrus. And I know that I have that on Instagram. And I know that I have it somewhere on YouTube. back when I first recorded it. Got horses, sheep, rhinos. No, I've wanted a horse my entire life. My entire life. But horses are very, 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 very expensive to keep. They can be very expensive to keep, all the upkeep with them. Plus boarding. I don't have a place to put one, so I'd have to board one. Yes, and I still have my fish. My husband downsized. He put our African cichlids in with our American cichlids, which surprisingly, I mean, there was a few scuffles the first day, but surprisingly, they seem to be getting along okay. My convict and our Venistus are actually hanging out together, which is funny. They swim around together all the time. In fact, I got some video of that yesterday that I'll be posting. I still have my 2 goldfish. Hi, Remy. Yeah. Are we good? Are we good? Do you want to go back? Really don't care one way or another? Just happy to sit. Yeah, I love horses. I love horseback riding. I haven't done it in years, but I would love to do it again. Um, yeah. So, like I said, I've got the cockroaches, I've got 2 hermit crabs, I've got the 2 cats, I've got the 2 dogs, I've got 5 snakes, leopard gecko, bearded dragon, chinchilla, 2 guinea pigs, 7 rats, Remy back there, my 2 fish, actually my 3 fish because I have a beta. Oh, see, if I count right down to the cockroaches, let's see. I'm gonna have to add it up. It's pretty sad when I couldn't tell you until I count. Let's see. Where'd you hide my phone from? Where is it? Okay. Never thought I'd just sit on a live stream holding the cockroach. Like seriously. Like we're just chilling. Let's see. Got 2 hermit crabs. Why are you scared? Let's count cockroaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. I only see 7 right now. Probably wrong. So 7. 7 rats. 5 snakes. Beardy. Leopard gecko. 2 guinea pigs. Bunny. Chinchilla. Bird. 2 cats. 2 dogs. I have 3 fish. My husband has 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 5 fish. That's 40. 40 animals. But some of them are very easy to take care of, like these cockroaches. I don't have to look at them for, mist them down. I misted them down last week and hadn't looked at them since until now. A millipede, I did have isopods too. I did have some isopods, but that colony crashed and that really bugged me out because that was another thing that I would like, those roly polies. I had some dairy cow. Were they dairy cows? I think I had dairy cows, dairy cow isopods, and I was holding those. I did not count my husband as a pet. Now, I could count my stepson. Crystal says, I have a cat, two female guinea pigs, four fish tanks, isopod collection, millipedes, darkling beetles. Oh, and I forgot my tarantula, so that would be like 41. Forgot the tarantula. A pink toe tarantula. But yeah, like there are some that I don't have to look at every day, or, and the snakes only eat once a week, and I just make sure that their water is topped off and clean and spot clean them or whatever. I feed them once a week. They're super easy. It's the ones that have to eat and drink every day and that constantly need cleaned out that are the most work. Can't leave out the tarantula. Are you ever going to leave my finger? We're good. We're just good. I gotta update their little treat cups. They really like their treat cups. There's still a little bit in there, but it's kind of dirty. Um, Gotta buy you guys some more treat cups. Isopods are really cool. And they're good for bioactive enclosures too because they eat waste. So they'll eat, like, I could put isopods in with the cockroaches, and the isopods will eat their waste. Um, it's pretty cool. My isopods really liked freeze-dried shrimp as well. That was their favorite thing. I gave them like a bug burger powder that they ate as well. And then they really liked, like, I just got the fish food, freeze-dried shrimp, and they loved that. They loved that. Got to keep them misted. Unfortunately, I think that's why mine crashed, is because you don't have to look at them all the time, but you got to keep them misted. I kind of forgot and they dried out. So yeah, you can totally go outside and find some of those random brown isopods, that the wild ones, and start a colony. They breed like crazy. I had so many tiny little babies. Um, but the ones that are colorful, the more fancy you get them, like, because you can order them, the more fancy they are, the more expensive they are. And I can't imagine spending that kind of money on bugs. But um, I did. My coworker gave me my isopods for free. He had a colony that exploded, so he just kind of split them off and gave me a bunch. Yeah, the dried shrimp. They definitely like that. So one day I'll have them again, but I enjoy my cockroaches. They like a dark place, so the problem is a lot of the time for me it's out of sight, out of mind. So they actually the babies were born. The babies were born when the tank was in my closet. Tank was in my closet in the dark, you know, no light in there to bother them or anything. And one day I looked in there and boom, there were a bunch of babies. Um, so now am I wrong? This started out as worms. The darkling beetles? That's a good question. Crystal, the darkling beetles start off as worms. Uh, Cockroaches start off as cockroaches. They just are born tiny. And that's, they're a live birth, basically. I think I made a new friend. I want to get the older one to come out. She hisses on occasion. And basically, the hissing is just a release of air through their backside. So they're just like farting. That's basically what it is. So yeah, I've had the cockroaches for a little over a year now. Um, the parents of the babies passed away, um, probably because they were already on the older side. You basking in the attention? See, and my cockroaches don't have names because, can't tell them apart. Thing one, thing two, thing three. I've tried putting other things in there for them for treats aside from the little cups, nectar cups and the orange slices. I've put a piece of banana in there. They really didn't gravitate toward the banana. They really like the oranges. Let me see. I can make it easy for you. And scroll down on my Instagram. Here's a couple of the babies when they were even smaller enjoying the nectar cup. Let's see, that was back in March. Let's see. Got a lot of scrolling here to do. Oh, here is Mama before she passed away. Mama Hissing Cockroach. Before she died. That was in November. Let's see. Here's Mama with her babies. You see, they were tiny little black babies. That was when I noticed when they were born. They were so small. That was that was in October, so I think she'd already had them for a little bit. Or at least I posted that in October. I don't know if that was actually taking place in October. Doo-doo-doo. I'm working on it. There's my tarantula. Let's see. Ah, so far back. Here is the mom and dad, and the smallest one is my bigger one now. It was like they're having a secret meeting. So the biggest one is the female, the other brown one is the boy, and the black one or the darker one is my biggest one that I have now. So at the time didn't know was juvenile. Um, here we go. Here we go. Here's Mama enjoying her orange slice. Oh, what did I just do? I turned off the camera. She's enjoying her orange slice. See the little spikies on their legs? How they grip things. And how they fight. They fight using those as well. Because they're kind of spiky. She's there enjoying her orange. So yeah. Typically, I'm not an insect person, which is really funny. It's the cockroaches and the isopods that I really started handling. Yeah, they're harder to see on someone this small, but they're there. They're just harder to see. Starting to rain a little. It's gray here. I don't think it's supposed to rain or not. I'm not sure. Is it supposed to rain today? It's 66 degrees. Nah, it's mainly cloudy today. It rained yesterday for sure, which I got a little video of that too, so I could put up like a relaxing rain video sound for you guys. Um, Supposed to go up to 81 today, but right now it's 66. I'm so sick of being in the house, guys. Pollen is high today, yippee. So if I were to venture outside at all, I'll have a killer headache. Oh, Leanne, that's right. You're in Canada, aren't you? Alberta. I miss Canada. I miss home. My parents, what's the weather for my parents? My parents are in Canada. They're in Ontario, northern Ontario, and it is 63 and cloudy there. So they've got similar weather. It's going to get up to 75 there. So similar weather to me today. But we did have a nice rain yesterday. And here, you want to come down? No, come on. No, we just turned around on my finger. That's all we did. Come on, you can get off. Oh, jumped off. All right. I have. Can I get the big one? Will you come out and play this thing? Hmm? She's like, no, leave me be. I can't. She's wedged herself in there. I'm like flipping up her butt. She's not coming out. She is anchored. That's funny, funny. All right. I'll just put them back later. Yeah, it's not a very aesthetically pleasing. See, that's all the Vaseline and stuff. And it was mainly up here, but as sun shone on it, it kind of melted down. But it keeps them from the climbing the tank. And when they were babies, you don't want them to be able to get out of the mesh. But Miss Keena, Miss Keena, this is Keena. I just weighed her today. She weighs 460 grams now, which is awesome. I'm supposed to go back to work Monday, so we'll see how that goes. I've already been off work since like a week yesterday. Keena, I just spell it Keena. So you put Vaseline so they can't climb out. So yeah, technically you wouldn't have to cover the tank because they can't climb past the Vaseline, but I put a lid on anyway, just in case. And the Vaseline is very like my coworker has a much busier colony. He's got a bigger tank, a busier colony, and when he's like cleaning it out, getting out all the old sheds or anybody that died, um, sometimes they like to climb up the side, and you can have them escaping if you don't have the Vaseline there. So um, it's like a safety measure just to keep them in if they're busy running around. Mine typically are never running around. They come out more at night, obviously. Nighttime creatures. You see the camera? Is that a camera? All right, Misha. Have a good day. I have one beta fish at this point, Crystal. My female sorority is gone. They passed away, but I had them for like 3 years. Um, so I was happy with that. It was my first attempt at having a female sorority, and I think they did really well. Yeah, look, say hi. Say hi. She's a good girl. Hina, read the comments. Yeah, they're saying hi to you. They say hi to you. Hello. She looks so much better from when I first got her. Her eyes were all crusted over when I got her, from a lot of bad sheds. She couldn't see, but she's doing so much better now. So much better. She's got scars on her back, but that'll get better from, the people that had her before didn't take good care of her, so she had some injuries. That'll get better with a bunch of sheds. I have a crown tail as well, Crystal. The funny thing is I've never named him. I have not named him. I've had him for a few months now and I have not named him. I'm terrible. I'm a terrible beta mom. But with all the animals that I have, it's really hard to come up with new names. It's really hard to come up with new names. But yeah, boy, I'm warm. It is warm in here. Why is my AC not coming on, man? Whew. And I'm wearing like this light thing and I'm hot. Yours is red. Mine is black with, he's almost got like a different iridescent color in his fins. Um, but other than that, he's mainly black. I'll have to try and get a video of him. I do keep the sheds actually. Um, I have also made pendants with the skin, which is fun. Um, I haven't made a pendant with her skin yet. I've done two with my other ball python's shed, and I'm not sure how I'm going to do it with my corn snakes because they're skinnier, they're smaller, they're babies. But I can actually show you. I can put this back. Well, I'll put it back later, but one of my corn snakes shed the other day, and it's just like this perfect shed. Um, Let me go and grab that. But yeah, I can actually grab because um, one of the ball pythons shed the other day too. Actually, I think Michael, my smaller ball python, she shed overnight because I noticed some skin when I went in there today. Give me a second. Yeah, I hear you. Alright, I got a couple sheds here. The corn snake's not needing as much of a humidity spike as ball pythons. I find they shed better. Let's see. So this is Boo is my corn snake, my bigger corn snake that went missing for 5 months. She shed, yes, or 2 days ago. So this is her shed. All one piece. This is the tip of her tail. And then up here is her face. Look at that. So all one piece. Very cool. You can even see where her eyes were. So I want to make sure that stays in one piece. Plus I want to measure that. Oh, okay, David. And then this steak, this is Peanut's shed. It's either Peanut's shed or Lucille's shed, and it's dirty. They need more of more humidity, so as they're rubbing it off, they're like getting all through the substrate and everything. And my corns don't have eco earth, whereas the balls do. So what I need to do before I stretch this out and rip it, I want to soak it to get the dirt off and then let it dry and kind of stretch it out a little. But yeah, right now it's just all stuck together and dropping dirt. Dropping dirt. Yeah, the sheds are like the corn snake sheds have always been perfect. This is only 2 sheds that I've really gotten to enjoy from Boo, because she was missing for five months, and since I got her back a month and a half ago, this is her second shed. So, my newest corn snake hasn't shed yet, but I've only had her for a week, so she's definitely smaller than this. But yeah, perfect. It's a perfect shed, like one piece. I love it. What? But yeah, like some people will just store their sheds in a jar. You know, this is so and so's sheds, this is so and so's sheds. I haven't really been all that organized, so I probably couldn't like go through and be like, I forget whose shed this is. Forget who I'll be able to tell if it's corn snake or ball python, but which ball python I wouldn't know. Some people will hang them so they can see the progression in their growth. I'm not really doing that. I'm just kind of storing them in platelets so that I can like cut them up and use them for pendants and stuff. I do have somewhere hiding. I was saving it, which I haven't done anything with it yet, but I still want to. I have a piece of shed from Lucille um, when her face was intact, and I want to put that in a pendant so that you can see like the face shape and the eyes and stuff like that. Ooh, yeah, that would be good for that. That would be good for that. I am warm. It is warm in here, man. My AC is on, but it's not actually coming on. So we're going to turn it off, and then we're going to turn it back on. There we go. Ugh, pain. I hope Misha didn't leave because I brought Lucille back out. I know she's not fond of snakes. But, yeah. So, I can't believe I just sat here for however long with a cockroach on me. Like, never ever thought, like, if you would have said to me a couple of years ago that I would have ever done that, I would have been like, you're very funny. So I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to post. I have some videos to post. I have a fish video to post. I have a leopard. No, I don't. I have a beardy video to post. I have my rain video to post. I might do the rain video tonight since it's it's relaxing and it's like the end of the day. Um, Maybe after this I'll post my beardy video. The fish can be tomorrow. Something like that. Oof, I'm hurting, you guys, and I really want coffee and I can't. This, just doing this, you got, it's skin, and my skin hurts. Like it hurts to just do this. Um, let's see. What else should I talk about? Okay, Crystal. It's good to see you. I might go ahead and end it anyway because it's been over an hour. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, and the other day I did an hour and a half, so I'm getting there. But yeah, I had fun. Like sitting in my room all day in pain, just I was bored, want some human interaction. So if there's not any lives to be a part of, I'm like dying to interact somehow with somebody. So I'm either watching videos or I guess when there's no lives on, I'm either watching videos, watching TV, playing games on my phone, but Remy, what are you doing? What are you doing? I got his attention. You see, he didn't stay on very long. I just popped off. Jiminy. What are you doing? He's listening. You're quiet. You're speechless? I'm Oh, and my new corn snake, it was funny. I thought she thinks she's hiding, but all that was sticking out was her tail. She had her head buried, half of her body, and that's the backside of her. I think she thinks she was being sneaky and no one can see her. That was this morning. So I had to get a picture of that because that was funny to me. So she's like, "You can't see me. I'm hiding." I did hold her yesterday. She's very, very flighty. She flips around, which is very much like Boo used to be, so very hard to handle. Um, but she'll calm down. Boo has calmed down. Boo can still be flighty, but not near as much. So it'll just take some time, and she'll calm down too. Let's see. Well, okay, Passion. I need to make the most of the day. All right, David. Have a good day. It was good to see you. Handmade for the family, home transfillable. Ooh, I'll have to look for something like that because even if you want to like just have something decorative, like and have the skins in there, that's like a different look to have the skins inside like a uh, transparent glass thing. I think would look pretty. Yeah. I even took a skin from work. One of the snakes at work had shed, and I soaked it because the snake had mites. So I was like, I'm not bringing this skin home with mites. I don't know how that works, but I um, soaked it to make sure there were no mites and brought that skin home. So I have a snake skin hiding around here somewhere that isn't even from my snakes. But yeah, just anything to be able to have the skins to do the pendants with. And I've got plenty of pendants still, plenty of pendant pieces to make more because I got them like several, like when I ordered it on Amazon, it came in a pack of a bunch. Yes, that would be really, really pretty. That would be really, really pretty. Ooh, I'm getting ideas. Anyhow, I think I am going to wrap it up. I'll put the cockroaches back, put my snake skins back before the cats decide that they're going to play with them and rip them to pieces. That would make me cry. Oh, hey, Southern Belle, you've been lurking. So, did you see me hanging out with the cockroach? Were you here when I was hanging out with the cockroach? Just chilling on my finger for who knows how long? You were. Sneaky girl. Anywho, I don't have anything outside to water yet. I want to go and get some plants for outside though. I do. And even plants for inside if I don't do anything for outside. I've only got two plants that I got last summer or last spring that I've still got. Um, no, I got three. I got three. And then the stuff that I'm growing from seed, which several things didn't sprout, so got to redo those. But I got a couple things that sprout. I got peppers and a sunflower growing. My sunflower is getting tall. Um, I'm gonna have to transplant it outside soon, but I want to get some other plants that just some pretty plants just to take care of. I need succulents. I don't have any succulents. I need to get some succulents. Anyway, I enjoyed myself, and thank you everybody for coming. And I will